Strange Block Beats.
find it hard sometimes. Please, Father, help me. I just wanna get right, and I don't wanna slip up, but it's hard to keep up in a world so upside down. So guide me, guide me, guide me, guide me, guide me, guide me. It's been a while since I spoke to you. While nobody is around, I just wanna say to you, I thank you for everything that you blessed me with. If there's a time for anything, this will be it. Can't nobody take what you made me feel. Can't nobody shake what I have instilled inside of me. They might try, but the power that's beside of me, ride for me, fight for me, die for me, try me. And I'm here, fighting for your love. Do I make that clear? I might need a little work, but I keep you near. Never doubt doubted what you said, and it's all right here inside of me. I'm keeping scriptures like they part of me. And if I miss a single day, why does it bother me? Getting so distracted, really slacking. Know you looking, sitting, thinking, praying that you hear just what I'm saying. Don't give up on me. Yeah. Don't give up on me. Ooh, 'cause I find it hard sometimes. Please, Father, help me. I just wanna get right, and I don't wanna slip up, but it's hard to keep up in a world so upside down. So guide me, guide me, guide me. Guide me, guide me, guide me. Many times I ran out from you, but I always came back. Can't stand not having you in my life. Need you day and night, always by my side, teaching me wrong from right. So don't let go. Coming back full force, so hold on. And I'm blessed beyond measure. Fruits of the spirit is undefined treasure. Ain't nobody take what you made me feel. Ain't nobody shake what I have instilled inside of me. They might try, but the power that's beside of me, ride for me, fight for me, die for me, try me. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, I just need a little help from you. I just need a little help from you, please. So guide me, guide me. I find it hard sometimes. Please, Father, help me. I just wanna get right, and I don't wanna slip up, but it's hard to keep up in a world so upside down. So guide me, guide me, guide me. Guide me, guide me, guide me.
A big salute, family. Giving our praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Big salute to the CUC family and the FOPE family and all the beloved family in the chat. Let me say this, family. I want to give a big salute to our brother Zion Lexx. Not only do this brother debate with class, but this brother is also equipped with a lot of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Most High Yah. Then the Most High Yah have touched our brother heart to come around to Yahshua, which is going to make him even more of a more deadly weapon, because Yahshua is the foundation. But the reason why I'm doing this video is for two reasons: to give our brother a big salute, and also Vocab Malone, who like to run through our community as far as the Israelite awakening go. He like to run up on brothers who only been in the truth, I say, what, a year or two? And he like to debate them. And he like to throw a lot of history on them. And, you know, it doesn't matter who Israel is anymore. It's all about Yahshua. See, that's the trick bag. He don't say it's about Yahshua. He says about Jesus. And I don't kick against people who say Jesus, but know who the right Jesus is. Because that hillbilly hippie is not Jesus. See, y'all have to understand something. These people cannot accept the fact you Israel. They cannot accept the fact you his first love. They cannot accept the fact you are the only people he have known. This is why he is punishing you and nobody else the way he do you, because he say, you who I know, you who I made a covenant with, you is who I gave my oracles to. I have not dealt so with nobody else. They have not heard my voice. They have not seen my glory. You have witnessed all this, Israel. I created you for myself. No, God, you created all people. Yes, I did. But I created this people for myself. People can't accept that, family. People cannot accept the fact you was created directly for the Most High Yah and Yahshua HaMashiach, which is your king. So Vocab Malone tried to debate Zion Lexx, which was a major mistake. The man could not control his feelings. The man could not contain himself. His feelings got in the way because Zion Lexx is a brother in this community that know his business. And he knows Yah's business. And this brother have added Yahshua to that business. For a long time, Zion Lexx did not believe in Yahshua HaMashiach. But now the Most High Yah touched our brother's heart. And now our brother have came around to Yahshua. Who gonna be able to stand in this brother's way? Who? Vocab Malone show couldn't stand in his way. He was in his feelings. To a point that Zion Lexx had to tell him, get out your feelings, man. It's just a debate. Why are you in your feelings? He was in his feelings because he couldn't do to Zion Lexx what he tried to do to our brothers who only been in the truth for a year or two. And he liked to run up on them. But he don't like to run up on men who really have some understanding. And not saying that our younger brothers don't have understanding, it's just limited at the time that he run up on them. It's just limited at the time when he run up on them. But I'm going to play this video because now I got to get to the second part that I'm doing this for. I want you to hear this Mexican or Hispanic guy. That 12 tribe chart have destroyed people, y'all. It have destroyed people. Even so much now, questions are being asked. Was Zion Lexx, could it be that Israel will look like all different races of people since they've been scattered among all people? Nobody won't just accept the fact that Israel is a Negro people. I don't like to say the word brown because everybody gonna say, well, K. Judah, that includes everybody. We all brown. A lot of brown people. Y'all know what I mean. We talking Negroes. We talking those slave trade babies who forefather was lynched and castrated and made to work those cotton fields. I'm talking Negro babies. When they came over here and their children was born in this land, they put Negro on the birth certificate. They stopped doing that because now you waking up. Because if you put Negro on the birth certificate, we know what a Negro is. A Negro was a slave. A Negro didn't have no name at first. It was say, boy, come here, boy. Then it got to the say, nigga. Come here, nigger. You ain't have no name at first. Y'all gave you names. They try to take those names away and call you say, boy. So before I play this video, I'm waiting on my brother Short Sham. He gonna grace the stage with me. But big salute to everybody in the chat. I love my people so much so, boy. And when knowledge is being spread, it make me feel so good when they shut down the heathens. Because I'm going to tell y'all like I always say. I only listen to heathens when heathens is telling on heathens. I do not listen to heathens when it comes to this Bible. What can a heathen tell K. Judah? The Arcas wasn't given to you. You can't tell me nothing. Now, some of your heathens, you try. You got your little understanding. But you can't teach K. Judah nothing. We are the teachers. You are the student. And Vocab Malone think he a teacher in this community. You ain't no teacher, partner. You are a student. And we Israel. And I'm about to read scriptures after I play this video to prove that we still his first love. To prove we still his people. To prove he coming back to gather us. If the Bible say you gonna grab the skirt of him that is a Jew, don't you need to know who these people are? Israel don't matter no more, but how you gonna grab the skirt of him that is a Jew if Israel don't matter no more? The Bible say if the sun and the moon is not before me, then I cast his people away. I still can see the sun. I still can see the moon. I still see the stars. I still see the stars. So how we cast away? How we cast away? I know it hurt y'all feelings. I know you want to run to the New Testament. I know you want to say Jesus loved everybody. Jesus coming back from everybody. Oh, the new covenant is with everybody, but I can't find that in the scriptures. I can't find where he said the new covenant is with everybody. He said, boast not against the natural branch. That means the Lord still has a separation on who the people is. And even if you come under the covenant of the Lord, you still need to respect my people. Because when I gather them, I'm going to get them fame and a name in all nations of the earth. He didn't say he going to get the world fame. He said he going to get Israel fame. I know it hurt. I know it stings your soul to know these Negroes who've been in captivity, who forefathers you treated bad. Oh, finding out they Israel is scaring you. Because if they Israel, they mean that God look like them. If they Israel, they mean we got the big payback coming to us because we did some strange things to this people. Let's go ahead and play the video. Then I'm gonna wait till my brother to come. Let me go ahead and play this. Big salute to our beloved brother Zion Lexx. The brother have class. The brother is disciplined. The brother handle y'all's business in the right spirit. In the right spirit. Big salute to my beloved brother Shorsham is in the building, family. Shorsham is in the building. Big salute,
Hey,
my brother.
Shalom, Musa bless.
Big salute, brother. Zion Lexx was on Sinetta and had a debate with Vocab Malone. Man, that man got in his feelings so bad, Shorsham, that Zion Lexx had to tell his man, brother, calm down, dog. Because he couldn't do to Zion Lexx, Shorsham, what he like to do to the young Israelite brothers who only been in the truth 1 or 2 years. He run up on them and want to throw all his history on them, but he couldn't do that to Zion Lexx. The name of the debate was, who are the biblical Israelites today? And board Vocab, he is a crafty heathen.
You said he was on Sinetta?
Yeah, I got the video. I'm about to play it right now, but I'm only gonna play the part when a Hispanic guy came up, Shorsham, or the Mexican guy, and he asked about the 12 tribes of Israel, and I want you to hear what he say, and I want you to give your response to it, because now Israel is a rainbow. Could it be that Israel is just all people? Man, this is getting crazy, y'all. That 12 tribe chart, they want to bring these people in so bad. And you have programmed the Mexican man mind, the Hispanic man mind, and the Native American man mind to believe something that's not true. And you then told them over 20 years, he an Israelite, he an Israelite. And what you think he supposed to do? He gonna believe it. It's just like listening to the news, listening to propaganda. You hear it so long, you start to believe the propaganda. They have heard it so long, they start to believe a lie. And now, when we say Israel is all Negro, people get in their feelings. Now they start asking questions, but could it be that Israel is all people? Huh? No, it can't be. It could be that Israel is different shades of brown. You know, they can be fair light skinned and still have Negro parents. We're not saying that. What I'm saying, though, Israel is not no Mexican. Israel is not a Native American. Israel is not a Hispanic. No, that cannot be. Because you was not on slave ships. You was not lynched on trees. Your children was not taken from you and sold all over the world. When did that happen to Mexicans? When did that happen to Hispanics? When did that happen to Native Americans? And let me say this about this Native American thing I keep hearing everybody running with. There's a book called They Came Before Columbus. That means they came before Native Americans. So where those people at? How did the Native Americans get this land and who did they take it from?
Black,
Go
black
ahead.
indigenous people. I
Thank you.
have that book.
Who
They
they took
came
it from,
before
Sham?
Columbus. Black indigenous people that was already here,
Thank you.
different African tribes. It's another book that when Columbus came, he said he saw Negro looking people over the side of the earth. And like I said, the Mongoloids and all them other people, you had a few of them here. But a lot of those tribes came later down the line when they migrated here from during the Bering Strait and East Asia and stuff like that.
Did y'all hear my brother? My brother, he have the book. They took this land from indigenous African tribes and other black people that was here. But they want us to believe that the Native Americans then occupied this land forever. But we know that can't be true. Native Americans receive reparations under Obama. How they Israel? This what I want to know. Hispanics, Mexicans, they are prospering. Native Americans receive reparations. 2 billion.
KG,
Talk to me.
I sent you a video on TikTok,
Okay.
and the Mexican guy was saying who was coming across the borders, and he said it
Okay.
was agents, Asian people. He was like, these are, and I was like, that's crazy because everything he was saying, he like people always trying to say it's Mexicans and this and that. But a lot of them are really the same people. Mexicans, Asians, they look alike. But
Right.
he was saying that they were Asians that was coming across the borders like heavy like that. What Mexicans?
Okay. I'm looking right now.
Yeah, it should be the last video or last message I sent you, right? And I thought that was funny because
Okay.
you do know, you know, um, Asian people used to dress up like Mexicans to cross the border because they look like them. Asians and Mexicans look alike. They all got that Asian type, look. They come from the Far East.
Right.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna go.
check that video out.
I'm gonna go on mute real quick, Short Sham, so I can get the video.
Okay,
You just chop it up with them for me.
okay. But yeah, if y'all look at the stuff that's going on down the border, a lot of people who y'all seeing, they saying coming over here is like gang members and a lot of military people. They not even a bunch of women and children like they saying. And I started going back looking at the videos, and they right, it's a whole lot of men. So what is going on? What they planning on doing now? Letting all these people in here from all these different places, Venezuela, Honduras, all these different people here that know military combat, war, fighting, because if you have a civil war in the land, the military or the United States military ain't going to hurt their own people. They're not going to kill or shoot their cousins and their brothers and their sisters. But people of another nation that don't speak the language, that don't know you, that's from somewhere else, they ain't got no problem doing that. Serving in somebody else's they don't know who you are. They don't understand your culture, your language, your background, where you come from. So that's more dangerous than anything, especially when you can't communicate with somebody and it's a language barrier. But yeah, a lot of those people they are Asian. They're not even um what you would call so-called Mexican from Mexico that's coming across that border. That's why that guy made that statement saying, if you don't know who I am, you should know who I am. That's dangerous. And
Hey, I got the video right now. It's just uploading, family, and I'm about to play with Short Sham. But go ahead, Short Sham, talk to him.
yeah, so pretty much as far as what KG was saying about Vocab Malone being in his feelings, that guy been like that for years. Um, he was actually an Israelite in the IUIC camp. Then he broke off, fell off, and became a Christian. I guess what they call an evangelist. But that's the
Mhm.
infiltration that I was saying. How they let these heathens in the organization, COINTELPRO, and then they come in, learn the doctrines and the teachings, and then what? They like a spy. Now they trying to take the whole nation of Israel down. You see what I'm saying, K. Judah? Which is
Already,
crazy.
right. Facts.
That's that man whole golden mission is to take the whole nation of Israel down. And then I was like, this guy is a daggone agent. He got a whole website that he made of all the Hebrew Israelites. Got their names, their cities, who's the leaders, what's their ranks. You tell me who would go through that to do something like that?
Right.
The name
Right.
every Israelite group congregation, whether they one West or not. That should tell you what kind of person that is.
That's
That's a
fact.
devil.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not investing my time that much to track down every Hebrew Israelite or try to talk to every Hebrew Israelite. He dedicated his life to doing this.
That's how you know it's propaganda.
hmm Somebody sold out or
Yep.
somebody getting paid because I wouldn't be putting in all that kind of work for free.
Here go the
I mean, that's a
video.
lot of travel. Oh, go
Here go
ahead.
the, here go the video Sham talking about family. And after we play this video, and then I'm gonna open up the window so I can show Sham what this 12 tribe chart is doing. Is messing people up, y'all. Their foundation is the 12 tribe chart. Their foundation is not Yahshua. Yahshua should be the foundation of this movement and this awakening, but he's not. It's the 12 tribe chart. That's why that is pushed more than anything. And it's also causing Israel to go outside of their own bloodline and do what? Have babies with Mexicans and Hispanics and Native Americans. That is messing up your seed line, your bloodline. You supposed to have children with your own women that look like you and bring forth pure Israelite children. Now, somebody might say, K. Judah, ain't nobody pure blood on the earth. Well, all you got to do is go read the scriptures. He tell you about the third and fourth generation. Why do y'all think the Lord put the third and fourth generation in the Bible? That's how many generations it take for you to clean up your blood. A lot of our foremothers was violated during slavery. But a lot of our foremothers took black men and had children with them, or Israelite men and had children with them. And they had some children. And then their children got other slaves, because, you know, black men and black women at that time was a slave. And guess what happened? They had some children. And they had some children. Man, they cleaned that white blood out of them. Third and fourth generation. It take 3 or 4 generations to wipe out a seed. And it take 3 or 4 generations to clean up your seed. It's right there in the Bible. That's why the Lord told Abraham, I will come in the 4th generation. Because Israel went in a small number. And I'm pretty sure, you know, some of them married the Egyptian people. Because we could see that and find that in scriptures. You know, like the woman who came out of the captivity. She was a woman of Israelite stock. But she say her son was what? She had him with an Egyptian man. So we know that was happening. But the Bible said that he was going to multiply Israel. So that's why the Lord went in the 4th generation and allowed them to do what? Have some babies. And they had plenty of babies. And the Lord went and got them, boy. And there was a great multitude of people. So I never say that our people weren't mingling with the Egyptians. What I'm telling you is that it takes 3 or 4 generations to clean up your seed. Let's get to this video.
All the immigrants coming at the borders, not the Rasa,
Right.
they're all Asian.
And I'm glad
they're
you said
from the
that.
Sudan. Like, they're from different countries, homie, and these are all men, military-aged men. There ain't no women and children at the border. There's a gang of men that are my kids' age. I tell my kids all the time, hey, mijo, look at all these vatos that are coming right here. They're all coming right here, a gang of them. They're getting ready for something.
Now, let me ask you this. Well, it's not a question. I'm glad you brought that up because whenever we say the border, whenever we say immigrants, everybody's ignorance always thinks to, why are you talking about Mexican? Why are you talking about raza?
Yeah.
And it's not true, bro. Everybody's coming in.
Yeah.
Everybody.
It's the stupidest thing, too, for them to say, you know, the majority of people that come over here or across the border is raza. No, it's fucking not. It never has been. You think the raza down there is fucking really trying to come to America for a better way of life? No. They only come over here because the currency is way higher. That's it. And to help the families down there. That's it.
Yeah.
The currency. That's it. If not, you think they're going to want to cross the border to come over here to this fucking bullshit over here?
Right.
The fake-ass food, all that. They got farmland over there. You know what I mean? They got land. They grow real food over there.
You want to speak on that, Sham? That was a great little small video. So it's coming out the horse's mouth. It's coming out the horse's mouth. But I also have information too that they bringing a lot of those people over here to train them to fight in the military. And this is why they told them that if they would fight in the military, they would make them citizens. You know, because like Shorsham just told y'all, the United States military is not going to shoot their own mama down, shoot their own uncle down, shoot their own brothers and sisters down. These people have children here. So you got to get somebody from the outside that have no connection to the people in the United States of America. And you wouldn't mind turning weapons on people you don't know. But the United States government can't use the military to fight their own people here. That's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. So he just told you why they coming over here. And let's be real. A lot of people that's in their own inheritance or whatever the land that they belong to, them people celebrate their own people in their culture and land. Why would they come here? It's no better here. The money is fake. It's not real. The money is not real. We use paper to pay bills. Now it's turning to digital. We use paper to pay bills. It's just paper. That's all it is. When you give $100 in the mall and you buy something, that's just paper. $100 worth of paper. It's not backed up by anything. Now, back in the day, it used to be backed up by a gold note. It was worth something. But once the Federal Reserve got their hands on it, it's not worth anything. That's why they laugh when our people be holding up money, putting it to their ear. They laugh at you. That's not money. It's not real. We kill over paper. We kill over fake currency. And it ain't just our people. People in general, they kill over fake currency. It's not real. The real money is in the gold, in the silver, and all the big wigs, like the top elite people, they know that. That's why they don't work for money, because they know the money is not real. These people have gold and all type of things like that, man. The Queen of England, not the Queen of England, the fake Queen of England. You didn't hear about all that gold she had? Woman wasn't worried about no paper money. Woman got gold that she stole. Gold that she stole from Africa. But let me open up this window. Yalla, I can believe that. Because that's coming too. That's coming too, my sister. They did not make those purge movies for nothing. They made them purge movies for predictive programming to put into people's mind that they're going to want to participate in that one day. Movies are made for predictive programming. Music is made for predictive programming. Now, back in the day, music was really made to make you feel a certain type of way. Whether it was hip-hop back in the day, whether it was R&B, whether it was soul. We had categories for our music. We had soul, we had R&B, we had hip-hop. We don't have that no more. Now your R&B sound like hip-hop. Every singer want to be a rapper. Ain't nobody making music like back in the day that really make you feel some type of way in the inside. Now everybody just making all type of filthy, derogatory, nasty music. I'm going to take your chick. You better watch a chick in the club, because if you don't, she gonna come with me. Just stupid stuff, man. It's all about taking somebody else's woman, how much money you got, jewelry, toting guns. That's why if y'all ever notice, I live in Houston, Texas. You can go back to the early 80s, all the way to 2024. And you won't find one rapper in Houston rapping about guns. That's not something they do down here, family. They don't promote violence in their music. Go back and listen to it. Rappers in Houston do not promote guns. They do not promote drill music. They promote, just talking about how they living. They just talk about how they shining, the cars they drive, They talk like that. They don't talk about guns. They just talk about shining, riding slabs, looking good and feeling good and smelling good. In Houston, you won't find it, family. That's why you don't have a high crime rate in Houston, because there's no predictive programming to the youth. They not pushing drill music in Houston on the youth. They not pushing toting guns on the youth. They do not do that in Houston, Texas. And I've been here all my life, 43 years, and I have never heard Slim Thug, Bun B, Pimp C, Scarface, Willie D,
My bad. I had to step away
Lil
for a
Kiki.
second.
None of the rappers in Houston, Texas promote drill music. They don't promote toting guns in Houston, family. That's why you don't see people dying on a high rate. You're not gonna find it. They never did that. Never. My 43 years, you won't find Slim Thug talking about guns. So the point I'm making, family, is that, and guess what? If you come to Houston, you're not gonna find no migrant crisis. They got them people out of here, family. They sent them people to Chicago, New York, and California on buses. They told them, no, you can't stay here. You gotta go. And that's why they're at the border right now with the military, and you got other nations gathering with Texas at the border. Other nations. They back in Texas. Shawsham. Now I'm about to open up the window, family, and y'all about to hear what we came in here for. And I'm going to read some scriptures to Vocab Malone to show you, partner, that we are still his first love. And you have no understanding, thinking you have more knowledge than the natural branch. Thinking you have more understanding to those who was given the oracles of Yah and the covenant and the promises. I never tell a man he can't serve the Most High and have faith in Yahshua. But the Bible say, boast not against the natural branch. That means you need to know your place. And your place ain't to teach me. Your place is to listen.
That's right.
Watch this, short champ. Look at our brother Zion Lexx about to handle business, man. Big salute to Zion Lexx. Here it go. Listen to what this Hispanic, or if he a Mexican, about to ask Zion Lexx.
It's an interesting thing he says, because a lot of his presentation had to do with, well, these folks looked this certain way. And his argument essentially was, therefore, I know I'm an Israelite. You see what I'm saying? You can't make a presentation where you're like, oh, look, this is how they look, so therefore we know this. So a lot of problems with this methodology. I think it's pretty clear. As far as the question, the answer is yes, if they are in Christ.
Okay.
The reason why Zion Lexx laughing, listen again. Listen. Zion Lexx had to laugh because look at the title. Who are the biblical Israelites today? This dude gonna tell us who been through all this hell, that we only Israel, that we believe in Christ. Now, listen to what I'm saying. You have a physical people. We understand that we have to be adopted back into the fold and the good graces of our Father in heaven. But we are still that physical people. And I'm going to read scriptures to show you. Yes, we have to be converted. Yes, we have to renew our mind and become new creatures. Yes, we have to become spiritual. Because there is no such thing as a spiritual Israelite. That's what other nationalities do not understand. You won't find in the Bible a spiritual Israelite. You're going to find physical Israelite. So we still a people. Because a lot of Israelites don't believe in Yahshua. That does not negate their nationality. That just means there's an Israelite who just misinformed. But I pray they come around to it, though. But they still Israelites. So let me go back a little bit. Zion laughing at this boy. He about to get in his feelings, though. Check this out. He about to get mad.
It's laughing. It's okay. Why
It
you so
shows
emotional?
it back so far.
There you
on
go.
that. And he knows that, of course. We've discussed that. And also he said, if, someone's black, I'm not just going to paint it with a broad brush that they would be an Israelite, right? That's an interesting thing he says, because a lot of his presentation had to do with, well, these folks looked this certain way. And his argument essentially was, therefore, I know I'm an Israelite. You see what I'm saying? You can't make a presentation where you're like, oh, look, this is how they look, so therefore we know this. So a lot of problems with this methodology. I think it's pretty clear. As far as the question, the
KG, hold on a second.
yes, if
Okay, I got you.
they are in Christ.
Go ahead, Sham.
So what he's saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's saying that, but he one of the people who believe that the Jewish people today are the Jews, right? And he's saying we know this because we look this way, right? So tell me and show us, when did they change looking the way that they originally looked to somebody else? That's what they don't do. And he refused to do. He'll say, oh, well, they've been here for thousands of years. They did this, but they said that these people are cushy or dark complected or Negro looking people. What happened to their features? And why don't they look how they look when they was in Egypt? See, they never give you an answer for that. Well, they was in Egypt. Well, show us on the walls of Egypt that these Europeans was getting beat and building, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Pyramids and stuff like that.
But you heard it for yourself, Sham. He go to his methodology, whatever he said, whatever he was talking about. But the point, this is why Zion Lexx laughed, y'all. Because this man sound foolish that we only Israel if we believe in Christ, and that's not true. You still a physical, you still that physical people, but we know we have to be converted. We know we have to be adopted, but we know we have to be spiritual. But how you gonna tell us that only is true if you believe in Christ? When a lot of Israelites didn't believe in Christ back then, but they were still Israel. They were just misinformed Israelites. See what I mean?
Right.
He's slick, y'all. This dude is an agent, and he like to run up on our people that he think he can mishandle with information, but he can't do that to Zion Lexx, though. That's why as soon as I hit play, watch how this dude get in his feelings.
Yeah, and KG, look, he's talking about his method. He's saying his methodology.
Okay.
How he's showing black people, right?
Okay.
No, but I'm just saying, look how they use a methodology of using the white man as the Messiah. They use that and push that all over the world, saying this is how God looks. Look at that methodology. So y'all are trying to use that to say that you are the children of Israel. You see what I'm saying?
He do it too, Shoshem, and you are correct, because if you ask Vocab Malone what Yahshua look like, he act like he don't know. Or the people.
That's what exactly.
Right, fact.
That's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. Gotcha. But he want to hold up Jesus. But let's be real, Shoshem. Just because we don't call him Jesus, because we really don't know nobody by that name Jesus, right? His name wasn't called Jesus back in the day, brother. He was speaking Hebrew to people, and they call him the Hebrew name that he was called back in those days. It wasn't Jesus. So I don't know Jesus.
Exactly.
I know Yahshua, Yahushua. I know this man, and he don't look like what Vocab Malone want to push. See, Vocab Malone try to tell Israelites, you only Israel if you believe in Yahshua. Then he go try to give scriptures talking about they are not all Israel. But he don't even understand that. Because the Bible say all Israel gonna be saved. But when they came out of Egypt in the wilderness, their behavior is what the Lord talking about, man. Not that they still people. They turned on Moses in the wilderness. Did the Bible say these wasn't Israelites? They was just wicked Israelites. Still Israel. Just wicked though. Just like today. You got Israelites killing each other. Did that negate the fact they Israel? No. They just not in their right mind. But they still Israel. Just misinformed Israelites. Just like he is a heathen. He not an Israelite. A misinformed heathen. Look, Sham.
Okay.
It's funny. It's funny that's funny to you. That shows you don't really know who Yeshua is.
Why are you so emotional, man? I can laugh at what you're saying. Why are you so upset? I can't laugh.
I'm not upset at all, but it's just
calm down, brother. I'm just laughing. It's okay. Why are you so emotional?
It shows when you portray yourself to be
Vocab. Calm down. It's just a debate, man.
I can call you out if I haven't laughed at.
All right, but calm down, man. You're getting upset.
Yeah, because you're disrespecting Jesus.
My apologies.
When have he? Listen, y'all. Let me play it, man. This dude sounds stupid.
Say he disrespecting Jesus.
You disrespecting Jesus, and Zion Lexx already came around to Yahshua. So look what Zion about to do, Sham.
But he contradicted himself, because then he just said something about Yahshua, Now he's saying you're disrespecting Jesus.
He say he
See,
disrespected Jesus. Right.
look, so he clearly telling you these people are two different entities. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Clearly. Why is he identifying Yeshua? Now he's identifying Jesus. We not that's not the same person.
It's not the same person, family. It's not. It's not the
Jesus
same
is a
person.
philosophy, a curriculum to teach that God loved the world and he died for everybody. A European white man, that's who they portray to the world as Jesus. That's somebody else. Yeshua is a man of war
A
that's
man of
coming
war.
to judge the earth.
Talk that talk.
So you dealing with two different entities. And that's what I be saying about the games they play. I want to tell you, oh, because you disrespecting Jesus. But he mentioned Yahshua first. If you go back, you notice watch he say something about Yahshua, and he gonna go back to say, because you're laughing, you're disrespecting Jesus. It's all a philosophy, it's curriculum.
Right, right. I went back a little bit. Let me see.
That shows you don't really know who
that brush and say everybody's that. I think it's a case by case study, and I think it depends on talking to a person and finding out what their lineage is, what's their tribal affiliation, and how their parents are, who and what their parents are descended from.
Vocab, same question.
Yeah, if Zion just gave his methodology, I think anyone with a discerning ear can quickly detect a myriad of problems, because he's talking about find out their lineage, tribal affiliation, and you can only go back so far on that. And he knows that, of course. We've discussed that. And also, he said, if someone's black, I'm not just going to paint it with a broad brush that they would be an Israelite, right? Same thing he says, because a lot of his presentation had to do with, well, these folks looked this certain way. And his argument essentially was, therefore, I know I'm an Israelite. You see what I'm saying? You can't make a presentation where you're like, oh, look, this is how they look, so therefore we know this. So a lot of problems with this methodology. I think it's pretty clear. As far as the question, the answer is yes, if they are in Christ.
Okay.
It's funny. It's funny that's funny to you. That shows you don't really know who Yeshua is. And
Why are you so emotional, man? I can laugh at what you're saying. Why are you so upset?
Y'all heard what Short Sham just told y'all. First he say, you think that's funny about Yahshua. And then he come back and say, but you disrespecting Jesus. But watch what Zion Lexx about to tell him. And Zion Lexx, that was masterful, brother, the way you flipped it back and told that boy, you don't know Jesus. You do know Yahshua.
I'm not upset at all, but it's just
calm down, brother. I'm just laughing. It's okay. Why are you so emotional?
It shows when you portray yourself to be
Vocab. Calm down. It's just a debate, man.
I can call you out if I haven't laughed at.
All right, but calm down, man. You're getting upset.
Yeah, because you're disrespecting Jesus.
Who is Jesus?
My apologies for disrespecting Jesus. I don't believe in Jesus. I believe in Yeshua, and I believe there's a difference between the two, by the way.
Talk that talk, Zion.
Hey, man, that was a great debate. Peace to the both guys. Peace to Saul for having you guys on. I'm gonna have to run.
Short Sham, I want you to listen to this question he about to ask very closely. Because you've been in the trenches. You've been out there with the tribe chart.
Let me say this real quick, you too.
Go ahead. You got the
right. Let me say this real quick, too. How many years have I been telling people I don't believe in Jesus and I don't believe in God?
A long
time. And what did he just say? He said, I don't believe in Jesus. I believe in Yeshua. And it's a difference between the two. How long have I been saying that? And people been saying that I was crazy.
A long time.
That's all I wanted to say.
Zion just said the same thing, because it is a difference between the two. But Vocab try to be slick with it because he's in his feelings. And when a man get in his feelings, you're not thinking straight. So you just say things rash. You just blurt out stuff because you can't contain your feelings. But here go the part that I wanted y'all to hear, family. Listen to what this guy about to ask. Listen.
Myself, because it was a lot of information, but I want to ask both the guys, is it correct to assume that due to the scattering of Israel, due to the different captivities, would it be correct to assume that Israel is a collection of different races?
You heard that, Short Sham? Did y'all hear that, family? Y'all see what the 12 tribe chart doing to people? You see the things they starting to ask now? Because they
He
do.
only asking that because he taught that.
Thank you.
That's why. You know.
Can Israel be a collection of different nations of people, different races of people? Listen.
Or different features from all sorts of races.
I would say that you can find Israelites among what we would consider today other races of people. Again, phenotype does not determine what an Israelite is. What phenotype can determine is how Israelites looked in the past, right? But things change with time, right? Due to migration patterns, due to intermixing, people can change.
That's
For instance,
where
a
I
lot of
disagree
people.
with Sion Lex. That's where me and this brother disagree at right there.
Talk to
I
me.
feel like I don't agree with him on that. I don't agree with him on that part as far as people changing over time and using obviously he don't understand the doctrine of mongrel and breeding in and breeding out. And like I said, he got a lot of information, but that's the only thing I really disagree with what he teach right now is when it comes to the breeding in and breeding out and how someone looks and saying it don't matter. I disagree with that. But go ahead. That's pretty.
I'm gonna go back a little bit because Oracle say play it again. Okay, let me play it again. Okay, here you go, Oracle.
Lost tribes of Israel is a dual-fold term. Great grandfather looked into other races of people. Even Jesus, I believe, are African.
You see what I'm saying? You can't make a
Just laughing. It's okay. Even Jesus, I believe in you.
You know, peace to Saul for having you guys on. I'm gonna have to run it back myself because it was a lot of information, but I want to ask both the guys, is it correct to assume that due to the scattering of Israel, due to the different captivities, would it be correct to assume that Israel is a collection of different races or different features from all sorts of races?
I would say that you can find Israelites among what we would consider today other races of people. Again, phenotype does not determine what an Israelite is. What phenotype can determine is how Israelites looked in the past, right? But things change with time, right? Due to migration patterns, due to intermixing, people can change. For instance, a lot of people have talked in our community about how did your grandmother look? How did your great grandmother look? And among some African Americans here in the country, and even Afro-Caribbeans, you have people saying, oh, my grandmother had what we call like more Indian features, right? That's a common theme among Black Americans and Afro-Caribbeans, that they all say, oh, my great-great-grandmother, great-great-grandfather looked Indian or whatever. So on that point, I'm going to say that what defines an Israelite bloodline-wise would essentially be that bloodline. You can go into migration patterns and talk about how we can chart the migration of the Israelites to see who they are today. Absolutely, which is what I discussed earlier. But I am not the Israelite that says that we can't be found among other races of people. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you cannot find Israelites among other races of people. What I do believe in is talking about the major groups of Israelites that exist on the continent of Africa who are totally discarded by people like Vocab Malone because of the color of their skin. They just can't be the Israelites. And I think that's silly and that's sad. So I appreciate
Zion, before Vocab answer the question, I wanted to add something else to the question, if you could speak to this as well. When Christ speaks about the lost sheep, does that scattering and does that captivity have anything to do with what Yeshua or Yahweh, however you want to call them, does that have anything to do with the captivities and the scattering and also the phenotype of what Israel would look like? And I hope you, Vocab, I hope you understand the question because
it's a great question. I want to say that contextually when he spoke about the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Yes, sir.
And you notice too, right? Why all of a sudden people want to have a discussion about Israel phenotype on Sinai? who was the ones coming out talking about the phenotype of Israel for the last past what 5 years? It's been us. We've been
Yep,
speaking on it,
FOPE.
but
Yep,
nobody wanted to have a conversation about it. And they're having with other people, but the people who wanted to have a conversation about it, they all was scared to talk about it. Now they can go on Sinetta, talk about the 12 tribe chart, talk about phenotype and stuff like that. We were saying years ago, people was willing to speak on it. That, and I just find it crazy. That's all I wanted to say.
and Sham, to piggyback on what you're saying, brother, you remember you've been in the trenches with these people. So they said that back in the day, brother, at first it was all Negro on the chart. And then as time went on,
Yeah,
they added, okay, and then they said they added the other people, right? Okay. And then now chart Sham, because we have FOPE, we have other brothers who are now coming out saying, man, the chart is incorrect, it's wrong. Now they going into the phenotype and saying, but can Israel just be all different races of people?
But see, if we say that right, then we got to say all races of people can be anybody then. And that's what I was saying, because
Right.
you cannot sit and tell me the seed of the father doctrine only apply to Israel. That means whoever else is mixing of other nations or other races, that means their seed of the father doctrine should apply to them too then. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So pretty much you don't know who's who. If you want to go off of that kind of what you would say representation by saying, "Oh well, you the seed of your father, but you coming out looking like this, you come out looking like that." Everybody can come out looking like anything. People mixing every day, man. You got Japanese people getting with Africans,
Yep.
Africans getting with Koreans. You
Right.
feel me? Koreans getting with black men, white men getting with Asians. So who are all these people that's mixed up, coming out looking different? What do we call them? Who are they? So you saying, well, he's black, he's really Japanese, but he looks black. You see what I'm saying? That's what
Right.
you call confusion, KG.
That, and you're right, brother. It is confusion because, like you just said, Shorsham, that also applies to other races of men when they spoiling their seed. How we know that? Because the Most High gave every nation a man and the woman of that nation to do what? Keep seed alive
Reproduce.
in that nation.
Exactly.
Not to be branching off with, all these different people and messing up bloodlines, because this causes confusion. Also cause
Exactly.
confusion in children. That's why when you look at our biracial brothers and sisters, it's not they fault,
Mulattoes.
right? They mulattoes, but it's not their fault the way they was born. But what do they always say? I'm confused. I don't know where I fit in that. On this side, they telling me this. On this side, you confuse your children.
And an example of what you saying, right? Patrick Mahomes, the football quarterback, right? They were just talking about how he won't identify as black. He identifies as white.
He sure do, yeah.
Yeah. You tell who.
Now he posted. Now, okay, now look at this, family. Who white on his side? His mom or his daddy?
His mother.
His mother. Who did he marry, Shorsham?
A white woman too.
Y'all see what he did?
That's what they do.
If he would have married a black woman, that child he would have had, that's one child. And then that child would have grew up and did what? Got with another Israelite man, an Israelite woman. That's two.
Mm-hmm.
And then that child did it, and there you go. Third and fourth generation.
He whiting it out.
But he whiting it out because when his daddy, when his family grow up and his kids have kids, and they say among that family, yeah, my granddaddy black. What? You got a black granddaddy? Because everybody within that house and them pictures is gonna look like what? Caucasian people. Did you know that what's the MMA fighter woman? She used to be bad back in the day. She married a Caucasian man, dude. Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
She have a black grandfather.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she have a black grandfather, but you will never know. Her mother came out and said her granddaddy, great granddaddy, was a black man. But when you look at Ronda Rousey, do you see anything that features a black black man, a black family? No. Why? Because her mother got with a Caucasian man, and Ronda Rousey got with a Caucasian man, and her mother before her got with a Caucasian man. So you would never think that she have a grandfather that's black. Because so many generations didn't went by, they just look like Caucasian people. But what they doing today to a tribe chart, 1 minute it was 3 tribes black and the other was Hispanic and look white. Now, could it be the phenotype that we could just be anybody? I'm telling y'all, that chart is being destroyed and they're trying to run everything they can run to. Now it's phenotype. And then they told us don't look at looks. But when they look at the white man, they call him the devil based on what? Not just his crimes, because he's white.
And an Edomite. And an Edomite.
Based on his skin color, y'all. They even said the white man is Esau because his blood showed through his face. But I thought you don't deal with skin color. I thought you just supposed to not deal with that. But they did Esau's skin color and say he's the Caucasian man based on what, family? His skin color.
Yeah, or he has no pigment.
Or he have no pigment. And they even call him the devil based on what?
Because he have no pigment.
Because he have no pigment. But they just tell me and Sharsham, y'all dealing with skin doctrine. But then they say the phenotype don't mean nothing. The genetics and the phenotype don't mean nothing. It go by what? I'm talking about based on what they say. It go by the curses. But you can't find Hispanics going through any curses. They are prospering and all over the place.
Yep.
They prospering. Come to Houston, Texas. Mexicans are prospering. They prospering. They got grocery stores, whole communities. They got Mexican restaurants. They don't have curses on them, family. They own rim shops, tie shops, restaurants, grocery stores. They are doing quite well.
That's how we live, Holmes.
Yeah, and then they make videos tell us how to do it. How they under curses. Hey, man, the reason why blacks, Holmes, that, y'all fight each other, and you look at the Mexicans and you see how we work.
Y'all stick together. That's what they say.
That's what they say. What they doing working together? I thought we under the curses.
Yeah, they say your eye should be evil towards your brother.
Thank you, Short Sham. So let me keep going. Go ahead. Go ahead, my brother.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Andrew.
No. I was just gonna say, now y'all heard the question that the Hispanic guy asked. Could it be that Israel will look like all races of people? Don't you know how much confusion that is? The Lord is not the author of confusion. This is why he has preserved his seed. Majority of our people are still in Africa. That's the northern kingdom. The majority of the northern kingdom is in Africa. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi were scattered to the 4 corners of the earth, and you still have a remnant of Judah and Levi in Africa with Benjamin. Because you remember, we were scattered to the 4 corners of the earth. That means Judah, Benjamin, and some of Levi are still in Africa. And guess what? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi is scattered to the 4 corners of the earth. But the northern kingdom, a lot of them were scattered all throughout Africa. It even told you that Dan, Naphtali, and Gad was where? Scattered in Africa. It's a documented history. Because when they left the Assyrian captivity, according to 2nd Ezra 13, they went to a land that mankind never dwelt. And guess what? It's not America. They came back through the Euphrates River and went where, Shorsham? Scattered through Africa.
Yep.
And my brother got documented history to show you where's Assyria. But we'll never bring it out because he gonna save that for the arsenal. When somebody wanna talk about this 12 tribe chart, because we didn't ask people, let's talk about it. Nobody won't come talk about it. Let's discuss it. Nobody don't want to discuss it. Because they do what Vocab Malone do. They like to debate people that only been in the truth for a year or two. So they can do what? Trample them with their understanding and knowledge. But you can't do me and Shorsham like that. So that's why they won't come talk about it. Because they have to ask questions about, okay, if you saying that they came to a land that mankind never dwelt in, you say that's America. How did a ship get through the Euphrates? How? Because Jacob walked through the Euphrates. I have not only the scriptures, but a picture that show you that Jacob walked through the Euphrates with all his cattle, with all his family. He walked through the Euphrates. You didn't need a boat. Jacob walked through it. So how did a ship get through there to pick up all these Israelites? Go ahead, Shawshan, before I play the video, my brother.
Yeah, it's just like I said, a lot of questions they ain't gonna answer. Even dealing with the phenotype stuff to scare people because, like I said, you start going back through your lineage and finding out who mixed with who. Then you got to start asking people out the list and saying, well, you know, what's your understanding of the first, second, and third generation? You know, they don't never want to deal with that either.
Right.
But that's another conversation in the nation of Israel that people don't want to talk about. That's why Elder Tahar GMS. Remember I told you when I sent you that video, he was talking about it wasn't no such thing as mixed from off the video that I was saying when I was talking to Elder, one of the brother, because Zach and the brother from IRBK. And I told you he only saying that because he mixed. He got somebody in his family like or whatever like that. Like I say, they always going to push that agenda because deep down inside they know that they're mongrels.
Right.
They know that they're not full-blooded Israelites. So if by us keep saying that, they push them out to the mark. But they're not going to accept that. So we have to keep putting it out there to the people and let them know who are the original people. That's why I see he'll never say Gorilla Hebrew not Israelite, even though he know he mixed. No matter how he look. Because if he say he not Israelite, then he would have himself would say, I'm not Israelite. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, talk that talk, brother. Well put. Well
Hey,
put.
go ahead. Hey, eat them. Yeah,
As
that's
well.
all I'm
He's
saying.
not talking about literally just everybody that's scattered, but also people who have quote unquote lost their way. You find even the apostles speaking of coming for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And again, that mainly referred to people who lost their way and not altogether always had to refer to the 10 lost tribes, as it were, or the exile and scattered diaspora Israelites. And so I believe that the term lost tribes of Israel is a dual-fold term contextually because it refers to Israelites in the diaspora who have lost a cultural and or religious connection to their own heritage. I also believe that it refers to people who have lost their way.
All right, Vocab is on you.
Yeah, I think there might have been some confusion on Zion Lex's part. Questioner, were you talking about John 10:16, where Jesus says, I have other sheep who are not of this fold? Is that what you're referring to? I must bring them also, they will listen to my voice.
Yeah, I would say that's part of the question, and along with I believe it's Matthew when he says, "I go to the lost sheep," and not to go the way of the Gentiles.
Okay, yeah. So
you can speak towards both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Because what you said is you spoke of the other flock. So that's John 10:16. Other sheep not of this fold. When you look back at Isaiah 56:8, that's why that's commonly understood to be referring to Gentiles. And yet you have
y'all see what he just did? Did y'all see what he just did? Now, watch this. Vocab Malone. You're dealing with some certified sword swingers when it comes to the Bible, and we say that humbly. I see what you just did, but most people wouldn't catch what you just did. That Isaiah 56 is talking about the stranger who will cleave to the Most High Yah and believe in the Most High Yah and have faith in his son. This is why I always say, anybody in any nation or nationality or people, if you want to serve the Most High, if you want to have faith in Yahshua, we cannot get in your way as a people. But to
That's
say
right.
that Israel, but to say that our inheritance belong to you, that's something different. Because our inheritance don't belong to you. Now you can serve the Most High, you can have faith in Yahshua. We cannot get in your way because he told us to teach the gospel to all creatures. And whoso believeth in every nation, of every nation, they can be accepted. But Vocab Malone did something crafty just now. Now, Short Sham, my brother Short Sham, when Yahshua was on the earth, Short Sham, and he came to those of Judean at that time, Short Sham, the other sheep that was not of their fold was the northern kingdom, Short Sham.
Exactly.
This is why he sent Paul to do what? To go to the Gentiles and kings and Israel. Peter and it wasn't called Israel at that time. They was called who? The Jews.
Exactly.
Doing
And
because of the split. Talk to him, Short Sham.
And you Exactly. And you notice they never talk about the laws of the sojourner. Those that sojourn with Israel will come under that covenant law. That's another thing. They always want to push that. But those people that's taking a part of Israel, that's not of the fold or just that say that want to be Israel, they're sojourners.
Right.
That's considered Israel, but
Talk
they're
that,
not bloodline Israelites.
talk
You
that
see what I'm
talk.
saying? So they don't, why he don't never touch on that or the law of the sojourner? Who are the sojourners? There's a sojourner amongst Israel.
Because he cherry picked the scripture, Short Sam. That's why he went back to that scripture that talk about the stranger in Isaiah 56. But Short Sam, that has nothing to do with the lost sheep. That's talking about a stranger. It's not talking about
Right,
lost sheep of the other nationality of people, Short Sam. When was they ever called
right,
lost sheep or other sheep?
right. And the stranger could also be an Israelite too. They don't know that. A
This
stranger is not always
say that
someone of another nation.
say that one more time for the people in the back, Short Sam.
A stranger can also be an Israelite. You can be a stranger in your own brother land. If you Judah and you go wander in Zebulon land, you
You're a
considered a
stranger.
stranger. A lot of people don't know that. They don't even understand the law. That's why I'm like, how these dudes be trying to teach somebody, you don't even understand the rules of the law. And you probably say, that's crazy though. I'm an Israelite and I'm a stranger in my own brother land. Yes, you are. Because you want another tribe territory. It's the law.
Now, y'all heard what my brother just said. Oracle, the conversation that me and you had. What did I tell you, Oracle? That Israelites can also be a stranger. I say if I go to Baltimore with Short Sham, I am a stranger to his family, even though me and my brother the same people.
Yep.
I don't know his family. They would have to get to know me. So what he just told you is absolutely 100 because all Israelites didn't know all Israelites. That's why in the book of Ruth, Ruth was a stranger to Naomi because Naomi and them come from Bethlehem of Judah. Naomi was living in the country of Moab. The tribe of Reuben had that territory, and Naomi and them come from the other side of the Jordan River. So she didn't know those people. She had no connection to them. So we don't all know each other. We can also be strangers. This is why in the Bible, 1 Peter, what do it say? To the strangers of the 12 tribes scattered abroad. To the strangers of the 12 tribes. We could be strangers too, y'all. Go read Obadiah. He called us strangers. So we can be strangers. This is why the Bible say, my people was in a strange land and they look for a better country, but they have not received the promises. Guess what God called them? Strangers who were sojourning in a strange land. Strangers. God called his people strangers, man. Because they look for a better country. And what that better country is, to go back home at the redemption that Yahshua about to give us. They have not received the promises. He called them strangers dwelling in a strange land. And we strangers today. We not no African American. I know we not black. We Israel. But they give us all these derogatory names because we strangers in a strange land. But the Lord is about to redeem you and set you on high and give you fame. I'm about to read scriptures that's going to blow Vocab mind because according to Vocab, Israel is no more. You just have to believe in Yahshua. But I'm about to read scriptures that Yahshua say, I am going to get you fame and a name among all nations. So Vocab, if the Israelites don't matter no more, who is this people that's about to receive fame and a name and glory and honor? Heathen. Now Shoshan, he ran to about the sheep, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. What scripture did he call out? John 10, what? Let me see.
Play it back real quick.
Y'all got you.
I don't want to misquote it.
You.
Yeah, I think there might have been some confusion on Zion Lex's part. Questioner, were you talking about John 10:16, where Jesus says, I have other sheep who are not of this fold? Is that what you're referring to?
Now, I want y'all to listen to this, and then I'm going to show y'all what he did. And I'm going to show y'all what these Christians do. I'm talking about these heathen Christians. Listen to this real quick. This is John chapter 10, but I'm going to start at verse 1. Listen. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter open, and the sheep hear his voice. And he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. And a stranger, now this stranger can be anybody who's not teaching the truth of Yahshua HaMashiach, calling him Jesus, which is a pale-faced hippie, whether that's a black preacher or a white preacher. You are a stranger if you're not preaching the truth of Yahshua HaMashiach. But he'll try to lie and say, oh, this stranger, no. A stranger, no matter who it is, we would not hear a stranger's voice. A stranger would they not follow? That's people who teach lies, but will flee from him because we don't like lies. For they know not the voice of strangers. Anybody who come preach another Yahshua, anybody who come bring you another doctrine, anybody who preach another Yahshua which we have not preached, or another doctrine which we have not taught, Vocab Malone bringing you another doctrine. Your black preachers bringing you another doctrine. Your white preachers bringing you another doctrine. We preach Yahshua HaMashiach, the one in this Bible, not Caesar Borgia. So a stranger can be anybody teaching lies. Now watch this. Verse 6. This parable spake Yahshua unto them, but they understood not what thing they were which he spake unto them. Then said Yahshua unto them again, verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he should be saved, and should go in and out and find pastures. The thief cometh not but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is an hireling, and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fled. And the wolf catcheth them, and scattered the sheep. Now, you know he's not really talking about no wolf. This is a parable. Who scattered the sheep? Your lying preachers. He's a wolf. He coming. He don't care for the sheep. He don't teach the sheep the truth. He scattered the sheep into all different directions. That's a wolf, or a false prophet, or a false teacher, or a preacher, or deceiver.
And that's what vocab is.
That's what vocab is. He is a deceiver. And I really believe he's set up by somebody.
What's a Christian?
Put that much energy into worrying about who we are, he's an agent, man. Certified agent. Now let me read that again.
I said, why do he care so much about what we believe? Why do he care so much that we saying we the Jews, we the Israelites? Why do you care so much? Why is it your mission to worry about me and King Jude the practice and being Israelites? Why are you mad about that?
Now here it go, family. Verse 12. But he that is a hireling, and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, said the wolf cometh, and leaveth the sheep, and fled, and the wolf catcheth them, and scattered the sheep. The hireling fled, because he is an hireling, and cared not for the sheep. Verse 14. I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and am known of mine. And my Father knoweth me, even so I, the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold. What fold? What tribe do Christ come from, y'all?
Judah.
Who was the other sheep that was not of the fold at that time in the land with them? Vocab gonna tell you this other nationalities of people. But the Lord have always say, let the stranger cleave. One law for all. He called them strangers. Now watch when I keep reading this. Watch this. And other sheep I have which are not of this fold. Them also must I bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there should be one fold and one shepherd. The other sheep, y'all, was our northern kingdom brethren. They was not of that fold in that time. Y'all remember, they went into captivity first, in the Assyrian captivity. Now, let me show you what he tried to do. This is Isaiah 56. Now, remember, he just called them sheep, right? I have other sheep which are not of this fold. Watch what he about to say about the stranger. He's not going to call them sheep. He going to say stranger. Listen. Isaiah. Here you go right here, family. Listen to this. This is Isaiah 56, verse 1. Thus said the Lord, keep ye judgment and do justice, for my salvation is near to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. Blessed is the man that doeth this, and the son of man that lay on it, that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it, and keepeth his hand from doing any evil. Neither let the son of the stranger, singular. So that means whosoever in these nationalities want to serve the Lord, you have a right to. Neither let the son of a stranger that join himself to the Lord speak, saying, the Lord hath utterly separated me from his people. Neither let the eunuch say, behold, I am a dry tree. For thus said the Lord unto the eunuch, that keep my Sabbath, and choose the things that please me, and take hold of my covenant. Even unto them will I give in my house and within my walls, and a place a name better than the sons and of daughters. And I will give them an everlasting name that should not be cut off. Also the son of the stranger that joined themselves to the Lord, to serve him and to love the name of the Lord, to be his servants. Everyone that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it and taking hold of my covenant, even them will I bring to my holy mountain and make them joyful in my house of prayer. Now, what did you notice? He called them strangers. Let the son of the stranger, let the eunuch. He didn't say, let the the other sheep that are not of their fold. He never called other nationality sheep. He always called Israel his sheep, his lost sheep. Take care of the sheep. You have scattered the sheep. When have other nationalities been scattered? Now, let me give you one more that these Christians do. Watch this.
Right, King Judah.
Now, watch this.
And after that, okay, good.
This is John chapter 3. And I'm about to, man, listen to this, family. This is why I say nobody don't want to put this thing into perspective that Israel is still his first love. We are the people going to make the new covenant with. But what they do, they run to the New Testament and they say Christ did away with all that. Israel is not the people no more. Now, everybody, it still have to put everything in order. We are still his first love. Boast not against a natural branch. If everything was everything, he wouldn't have never said boast not against a natural branch. That means Israel is still his top dog, his first love, the people, the apple of his eye. This is John chapter 3. And let me show you what they do in verse 16. This is John chapter 3 and verse 16. Watch this though. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Go up to verse 14. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up, that whosoever believe in him should not perish, but have eternal life. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believe in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Now watch this. Go to John. Woo. I think it's, let me see. Let me get it right. I'm looking for that one when he said, I pray. Okay, hold on. I pray not for the world. Let me see. I'm looking for, I think it's John something at 9. I know it's verse 9. Hold up. I know it's verse 9.
I pray for them. I pray not for the world.
I got it. John 17, verse 9. Here you go. John 17, verse 9. Now, y'all have to put it into perspective. If he just say, I died for the world, or God so loved the world, it's something wrong here. For God so loved the world, right? That whosoever believing on him shall have everlasting life. But watch what he about to say in John 17, verse 9. I pray for them. I pray not for the world. Hold up, man. You just died for the world. Why you won't pray for it? You just died for the world. Why you won't pray for the world? He said,
Exactly.
I pray for them. I pray not for the world. But in John 3:16, for God so loved the world. Something wrong, man. Why you won't pray for that which you died for? You only pray for them. You pray not for the world, but for them which you have given me, who was given to Yahshua HaMashiach.
Israel.
Matthew chapter 1, verse 21. Let's get it. And then my brother Sham got the flow. I told you the Bible say line must be up on line. You can't just one line the scriptures. You have to read the scripture. And then we're going to get to some of these scriptures about how Israel is going to be saved with an everlasting love, world without end. Because you got the Arab world, you got the animal world, you got the Japanese world, the Chinese world, the sports world, the news world. You got different worlds. You better go read Hebrews chapter 1. It say Christ created the worlds with an S. Christ created the worlds with an S. Israel is a world without end. This is Matthew chapter 1. Because he said, I pray for them. I pray not for the world. This is Matthew chapter 1, verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahshua, or Yahweh. For he shall save his people from their sins. What is sin? That's 1 John chapter 3, verse 4, transgression of the law. Who was under the law? Israel. Who needs saving? Israel. Who going through hell? Israel. What do other nationality of people need saving from, y'all? They have their lot of their inheritance. They are prospering and have economic power. They living deliciously one with another. We going through hell. So we need deliverance. Everybody don't need deliverance. We need deliverance. Talk to him, Sham.
Yep. We can get it right here with these two scriptures. Go right back to the sheep. And this is going to prove the point and show you who's going to be saved and why. And the sheep is going to be saved. And they was a part of the fold. Get Matthew chapter 15 to 24.
You want me to get that right now?
Yeah.
Let's get
Matthew
it.
15.
Let's
Matthew
get it.
15 to 24.
Gotcha.
And then we're going to jump over the book of Luke.
Okay. Yeah, just tell me where you want me to go. I got you. Matthew chapter 15 and verse 24. And it reads, but he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So clearly he's telling you those sheep that was in the other fold, that's who he sent to. Those lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? Now let's get Luke.
Okay.
Chapter 19 and 10.
Okay.
It's going to clearly tell you who he's coming to save.
This is Luke chapter 19 and verse 10. And it reads, for the Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost.
What was lost? It was lost in Matthew. It's the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's who he comes to seek and save. It's over. I mean, there's nothing else to say.
Sham, they're going to run and tell you there's neither Jew nor Greek.
And two scriptures kill that right there. He told you who he came for. He told you who he came to seek and save. He came to save the sheep, the lost sheep. That's who he said he was coming to save. Clear as day. For the Son of Man has come to seek and save that which was lost. That was Israel.
But hold up, my beloved brother. They said this, Sham. Let's go to Jeremiah, my brother, chapter 34, 35. But they said this, Sham. Let's go to Jeremiah. Hold up. Jeremiah I think it's 34. Yeah, Jeremiah 34. And let me get the verse. But hold on, Shoshan. They said this, my beloved brother. Family, this is Jeremiah 34. Let me see what verse I want. Okay, Jeremiah 34. And look at what these people said. This is Jeremiah 33. Jeremiah 33 and verse 24. But I'm going to go up to verse 23. Jeremiah 33 and verse 23. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah saying, considerest thou not what this people have spoken, saying, the two families which the Lord hath chosen, he hath even cast them off. What do they say today? Israel is no more. That covenant has been broken. That was the Old Testament. That was the old short sham. God, Israel is not his people no more. All people is his people. But look what the Lord said to these people, short sham. He said, considerest thou not what this people have spoken, saying, the two families which the Lord hath chosen, he hath even cast them off. Thus they have despised my people. Thus they despised my people. That they should not be no more a nation before them. Thus said the Lord, if my covenant be not with day and night, and if I have not appointed the ordinance of heaven and earth, then will I cast away the seed of Jacob. There you go. Do you still see the audience of the heavens? Sun, moon, and the stars? I still can see them when I go out at night, short sham. We still his people. Knowledge.
Yep. Because the Lord said when man can figure out how big the earth is, the depth is, and how to measure it, then he'll destroy it and end it. The earth is still here. So obviously, when they talk about they got a satellite that goes around the earth and it's perfect time, and I don't believe that, and they know how deep the ocean and all this bull is impossible because the earth is still here. So man can't measure earth.
But short sham, hold up, brother. You and K Judah, y'all telling lies because the Bible say there's neither Jew nor Greek. So we all God's children. Everybody is a human being. We all bleed red. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 56. Watch this. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 56. Listen to this, vocab, and all you people who trying to cast Israel away. And we are last day prophecy. Did you know that, vocab? Did you not know in the Songs of Solomon that is a love story between God and his wife? Did you not know that in Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 2, he have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and beautiful woman? We are his first love, and he would never cast us away. We are the apple of his eye, and he loves us with an everlasting love, partner. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 56. And read. And for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that there are nothing but be like unto spittle, and thou in the abundance of them unto a drop that fall from a vessel. But hold on, K. Judah, you got to go back up to 53. Upon the 6th day, thou gavest commandment unto the earth, that before thee it should bring forth beasts, cattle, and creeping things. And after these, Adam also, whom thou come, hold on, man. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. And of him come we all. These words are little, boy. And the people also whom thou have chosen. You see that separation?
That or distinction. Yep. That and that's a problem. Every time you hit that right there, that distinction, where he said people have been chosen, they want to take that part and just put the chosen people in the group with everybody else. Whereas it's no more chosen. He always keeps saying that. He chose somebody.
Now look, Shorsham, verse 58. But we thy people, whom thou have called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, thy only begotten. What you say, Lord? Thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover are given into the hands, if the world now be made for our sake. Why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long should this endure? The world was made for your sake, Israel. All things was made for your sake. And the other nations get to enjoy it because it was made for your sake. And he
gave Judah.
Merciful and gracious that he gave everybody in inheritance, but the world was made for your sake. Knowledge now. Talk to him.
And the scripture says Jacob is the former of all things.
The former of
meaning
all
that
things.
he's the creator of all things. So this planet belongs to us. We are the gatekeepers, the guardians. We are the guardians of the galaxy. That's us. It's our planet.
Hey, Vocab, you said that he's coming back to save everybody, right? But everybody don't need saving. So this is what we're going to do for you, heathen boy. This is Isaiah 35, verse 4. Isaiah 35 and verse 4. And let's see who he coming back to save. Isaiah 35 and verse 4. And it reads, say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your God will come with vengeance, even God with a recompense. He will come and save you. You need saving. You need deliverance. You need saving. You need deliverance. And guess what, family? After he saved you, hold up. After he saved you, do you know what he gonna do for you? Do you know what he gonna do for you? Let's go get it right now. This is Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 19. See, Vocab don't read these scriptures because it pierces his soul. It pierces his heart. The fact that you are his first love, his fervent lover, his wife, and he would never divorce you. Now, he did give the northern kingdom a bill of divorce, but he never gave it to Judah. But the northern kingdom gonna be bought back. That's why in Hosea chapter 1, what do it say? In the place where it was said, you are not my people, that same place, it should be said, you are the children of the living God. Though Israel be as the sand of the sea. Now, he wasn't talking about all Israel. Guess why? Because there was a split. He was calling the house of Israel the northern kingdom, and he was calling Judah the southern kingdom. So he called them the house of Israel, and he called us the southern kingdom. Northern kingdom and southern kingdom. House of Israel and Judah are the Jews. Now watch this. Zephaniah chapter 3. And look at this beautiful scripture that the Lord about to lay on you, Israel. This is what these heathens don't like, boy. They can't handle this, boy. Zephaniah 3 and verse 19. Behold, at that time, I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gathered her that was driven out. And I will get them praise, get them praise, get them praise, get them praise, Vocab, and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. Oh my God, Vocab, I know your stomach hurting right now. He's going to get Israel praise, fame, and a name in all the places where we have been put to shame. What else you going to do, Lord? At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gathered you. For I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth. No, I thought you love everybody. I thought why you won't get all people praise and fame? Why you won't get all people a name and praise and fame? Why you just said you're going to get Israel praise and fame and a name? Well, we've been put to shame. But according to Vocab, all people have been put to shame. All people need deliverance. All people need the Lord to come and save them. But he want a white boy, hippie, pale face, Jesus to come and save you. But we looking for the melanated, dark skin, look like he would burn in the furnace, Wesley Snipes, Sidney Poitier. We looking for him with the afro, with the locks hanging down, wherever it may be, with the eyes red with fire. He been drinking that wine. You know, when black people drink wine, their eyes turn red. We looking for him, Hamashiach, to come and gather us out of this captivity. Vocab don't need deliverance. He's a liar. He's an agent. When he see the Lord face to face, the Lord gonna put Vocab in his place. He gonna bow before Israel and lick the dust off our feet. That's what the Bible say. Talk that talk, Shawshank.
Well, like I said, you know, I don't even get myself worked up over these people no more, man. I laugh at it. Like, there's nothing they could do to convince me I ain't Israelite.
That's
Like,
right.
ain't nothing you can even say. That's why I'm entertaining. I said you can catch them sleeping, but I'm way beyond these dudes, man. But yeah, he get it. They're emotional wreck, man. He know his future. He know his future.
I agree with that.
They know them chains coming. The Lord said those that has made a recompense that you gonna have to put a recompense on my people.
Right.
Those that done to my people, the things that you have done should be done to you.
Right.
It is what it is. Basic judgment.
I'm gonna get two more scriptures a day. Me and my brother Short Sham. We'll let it play a little bit more to hear the rest of what Vocab try to answer. But this is Romans chapter 11 and verse 2. Romans chapter 11 and verse 2. I'll start at verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. God have not cast away his people which he foreknew. There you go, family. God have not cast away his people, y'all. But according to Christianity and the lies that Christianity tell, and I'm talking about Gentile Christianity, who like to say Israel is no more. The church is all nations of people, but the church started in the wilderness. Did y'all know that? The Bible says the church was in the wilderness with Moses. We are the church. That's why he dwells in your temple. We are the temple of the Lord.
Right. And they like to use the whole thing about the Christ for his church and using Christianity as a religion. And James told us about religion. And the
Right.
Messiah never brought no religion. He didn't bring any religion. He brought the Torah law that he was teaching to the people.
Talk that
He
talk.
ain't bring no religion. And that's why I'm like, when he claimed he's a Christian apologist, right? Show me where Christ called himself a Christian. People called them Christians, which was a derogatory name. Just like when they was calling them niggas in Acts 13:1.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no difference.
No difference.
That's the stuff that be killing me. Like, you feel me? Show me where he ever identified and said, we are the Christians. And this is the foundation that his church was going to be built off of. He told Peter he was building the church off of his name.
Off of
right?
his name, right? Facts.
So where the Peter name ain't Christian, or we don't know Christian or anything.
Right.
So it's crazy, man. They just, like I said, these dudes caught up in religion ideology. But talk about us.
We're gonna read two more scriptures, then we're gonna let the video play. But these are two knockout punches, the Mike Tyson punches, the jabs and uppercuts. This is Jeremiah 31. Then I'm gonna go to Hebrews 8. Jeremiah 31, and this is gonna seal the deal. See, they don't read these scriptures, family. They cherry pick the Bible. There's neither Jew nor Greek. We are all one. But the Lord is still telling them not to boast against the natural branch, but we all one. That means
why did he say there was no Jew or Greek?
Sharsham, to be honest with you, brother, from my understanding and the understanding of reading these scriptures, right before the Roman Empire was the Greek Empire, and a lot of our brothers and sisters could not profess themselves to be Jews or Israelites. And I believe.
Right. No, I'm just saying it.
Okay, I got
That's
you.
what I was saying. Wow.
Right.
That's what I was saying. Like, why did he say neither no Jew or Greek? It says to the Jew first, then the Greek.
Talk that
to the
talk.
scriptures.
And
So that's sounds like, but they don't. Go ahead.
What about the Greeks? Or what about the Israelites that took on the Greeks' names before
The Hellenized Jews?
Right, there you go.
That's why I was saying it like that. Like he don't know what he's talking about. Wow. But I know why you were saying it, saying they always like to use that, but they don't have no idea what he's talking about and why he said that.
That's right.
It ain't because these people Gentiles, it was because they was Hellenized Jews that was speaking another language, but they were still Jews.
And Shorsham, when they kept Pentecost, it even told people that. You remember, it said they came from Rome, they came from Crete, they came from Mesopotamia, they came from all the nations, Shorsham, on Pentecost. And it say the wonderful works of God, we all heard them speak in the language in which we was born. They even said strangers of Rome, Shorsham.
Mm-hmm.
These were Israelites coming from all these different places, family. There wasn't no other nationalities of people. It was Israel. He said strangers of Rome. Oh, I thought we couldn't be called strangers. He said strangers of Rome. That's our people at Pentecost.
Right. Hey, Drew, to ask yourself this, right?
Talk
It
to me.
said neither no Jew nor Greek, right?
Mhm.
Then it says to the Jew first, then the Greek, right?
Right.
Then it says, what is the advantage of being a Jew? Make it make sense.
Talk to him, Sham. This
That's why I was like, well, you guys don't know the scripture, man. Everything. What is the advantage of being a Jew? Everything.
everything. Much every way, Shorsham, because unto them was because unto them were committed the oracles of Yah.
Thank you, bro. That's why I be putting them together like that.
I got you.
People
This
don't
is
even understand what they be reading. And
they
these dudes
don't.
don't understand that. They be just
They
quoting
don't.
stuff and be cutting themselves.
This is Jeremiah 31, verse 31. Behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel, no, the Christians, and with the house of Judah. Y'all see that? I didn't make that up, family. What did he just call them? The house of Israel. So when you go to Hosea chapter 1 and verse 10, what did it say? In the place where it was said to you, you are not my people. Though Israel, he said, though the house of Israel be as the sand of the sea. In the place where it was said to them, you are not my people. Why was it said to them? Because he gave them a bill of divorce. That's why when you go to Acts, when Paul had the conversion, when the road to Damascus, when he met Yahshua, what did Yahshua tell Paul? He said, Paul, you shall bear my name before kings and the Gentiles, comma, and Israel. Who was Israel? The northern kingdom Israelites. Because remember, Peter and them knew their nationality. The northern kingdom lost their way. They was given a bill of divorce. They had to be brought back in, family. But hold up. That Israel is also the southern kingdom too. Guess why? Guess why? Because they came from strangers of Rome, from Crete, from Mesopotamia, from Pamphylia. They came from all these places on Pentecost. But Paul went to his brethren. That's why he said, go not to the Gentiles or the Samaritans, go rather to the lost sheep. Peter knew his nationality, man. The 12 disciples, they knew their tribe. They knew their father's house. They wasn't lost, y'all. They wasn't given the bill of divorce. The northern kingdom was given the bill of divorce, not the southern kingdom. That's why the Bible says in Hosea chapter 1, Christ was going to save them by what? Not by bow, not by sword, but by the Lord. And who was the person he saved them by? Yahshua HaMashiach. Christ said, I have other
Right.
sheep out of this fold. What fold was he talking about? Christ's fold was those of Judah, those of Judean, the Galileans. But the fold out of that fold at that time was the northern kingdom. He had to bring them back into the fold, family.
And it was still a small and tiny amount of Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters around during that time as well. A lot of people don't know that because when you go into the scriptures, you're gonna find out that it was around Messiah that those dudes was from Northern Kingdom tribe as well.
Gotcha.
All of them went and gone. It was just a small portion of them that was, like lackeys was always behind.
Yeah, I got you. Just like today, Shosham, it might be some northern kingdom brothers and sisters who came this way.
Mm-hmm.
Came to America. Because let's be real. We've been here so long, we can't say no northern kingdom brothers ever made their way here. We can't say that.
Exactly.
Things that I can't say, I leave alone. Things I don't that because you can't just pinpoint and say No northern kingdom never came over here. Nobody can say that, family. I mean, so many generations that passed by. I'm pretty sure remnants and small proportions of the northern kingdom that made their way here. We just probably don't know they northern kingdom because we don't know what tribe we come from. That's why I don't think all people who come from Africa as Ham. You can't do that. A lot of those people are Israelites. A lot of them people coming from Nigeria. A lot of them people Ghana, South Africa. A lot of them people Israelites. They are not African. They don't come from the sea line of Ham. But when they get here, the camps look at them and say, "Where you from?" "I'm from Africa." "Oh yeah, you Ham. You Ham." "No, how you gonna just tell that man he Ham?" They're gonna let say you Ham. Come on now. You can't do that. But sure, we're gonna let a little bit more go and then we out of here, brother. But listen, family, we're gonna play a little bit more.
To bring them also, they will listen to my voice.
Yeah, I would say that's part of the question, and along with I believe it's Matthew when he says, "I go to the lost sheep," and not to go the way of the Gentiles.
Okay, yeah. So
you can speak towards both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Because what you said is you spoke of the other flock. So that's John 10:16. Other sheep.
He spoke of the other sheep. Stop changing words around. He said sheep.
Not of this fold. When you look back at Isaiah 56:8. That's why that's commonly understood to be referring to Gentiles. And yet you have Jesus.
Did he say Gentiles, y'all, or did he say stranger? And it don't have an S. So that stranger is an individual who's willing to cleave to the Lord, keep the Sabbath, have faith. It didn't have no S on strangers. It did not say Gentile. It said the stranger. But he said Gentile. You got to catch it all, family. You got to catch the lies.
Saying you got to have one flock, one shepherd, broadly united in this community. And you see that kind of language repeated in Ephesians chapter 2, verses 11 through 22.
He just lied again. The flock, the foe is who, y'all? Take the stick of Joseph and put it with the stick of Judah, or take the stick of Ephraim and put it with the stick of Judah. They shall become one in my hand. Knowledge.
So I would say that this is clear evidence that Jesus is talking about outside of the borders of Israel, but not just in the sense of outside only being Israelites, but ultimately Gentiles. It's been commonly understood to be that.
Why are you talking about it? Why you won't just read it? We don't need your head knowledge. We need that knowledge from the Bible. I haven't seen you pull the scripture to say the things that you're saying. We don't need you to talk, partner. Pull the scripture that say what you're saying.
That there's good reasons why when you put it to other scriptures, especially Ephesians chapter 2, when you put those two together, it dovetails nicely. And then as far as Israelites being found amongst all people, in response to that, Zion Lexx said, Vocab said, because they're not white, they can't be Jews. So that's just a lie. I specifically said that I view Limba, because they have evidence for their claims, as being Semitic descendants. I gave specific examples. So I don't know what kind of debate it is where you just lie on your opponent multiple times. Don't say I say things I don't say unless you're ready to apologize for misquoting me. And that's why when I answer, I hold up a notebook, because I'm writing in shorthand, which is a common debate practice: claim, response, evidence. I do that every time you say something. I have a whole notebook. I write your claim, I write response, and I write evidence. So when I'm holding it up, it's so I can get your words correctly instead of misquoting you and lying on you. So within that, the Jews went everywhere, including Europe, and they basically came out on the other side looking like their cultural neighbors. Wherever they went, they came out looking somewhat similar.
Y'all hear how stupid he sound? So Sham, we've been scattered to the four corners of the earth. Why I still see Negroes everywhere? Dark skinned people everywhere, Sham. Everywhere. Why that, brother?
Exactly.
Look like our neighbors.
Exactly. He's just lying.
This is terrible, y'all. This is terrible. But see, like I said before, pull the wool.
Why don't we look like the Europeans? We've been here all these years. Why don't we look like white people?
Talk that talk. Why we don't look like lying. Why we don't look like Europeans, my brother? We've been here, what, 400-500 years? Why we have not changed skin tone, Sham? Because we are migrated from our land, brother, to another habitation. Why we are not looking like the Europeans, Sham?
Exactly. And they did a whole lot of breeding with us. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lie, man. It's ridiculous.
Those people for many reasons, intermarriage and converts, and on some parts as well, just simply a lack of faithfulness. You get those kind of things happening as well. Because of those things, they end up not being identical as when they first dispersed, say 2,000 years ago. So that's important to understand, but it also means a heavy dilution. That's why it's irrelevant and almost impossible to track. Maybe 20.
Y'all heard that. It's irrelevant who we are and impossible to track. But the last time I checked, Shorsham, when I go to Deuteronomy 28 and I go look at my people in the world, Shorsham, those Deuteronomy 28 from 15 to 68 happened to one people, my brother.
Exactly.
Happened to one people, my brother. So it's not irrelevant, but to him it is, because guess what? He's jealous-hearted. He's envious. He's mad because we are Yah's first love, the apple of that man's eye, sitting up in the heavens, beholding his sons and daughters of the nation of Israel. Now, he have not always been pleased with us, but guess what? He have an everlasting love for you that nobody can change, not even Vocab, Malone, Mario Brothers. He can't change it. Nobody can. The
That's like somebody that got a bad child and say, you know what? I don't care. I know my child a messed up individual, but I still love him. You know, I whip him. He don't listen. That's still my boy.
Talk that talk, Sham. Now watch this. Look, family.
5% of some of these populations that claim to be Jews are actually Semitic. And that's why it's sort of a silly venture. And that's why I think in the New Testament it says, don't get obsessed with genealogies.
Y'all see what he doing? We are not obsessed with genealogy. We talking about what y'all told
Paul said that. Paul said that. That's who said that.
Not the Lord.
Nobody else said that. Exactly.
And we know, Shorsham, based on understanding of the scriptures, that Paul would himself give you advice and say, Paul say, not the Lord.
And Paul said, he also asked him permission.
Talk that talk, boy.
So,
sure did.
Show me where the Lord said that. The Lord said, seek out the houses of your father.
He sure
did. He not?
Ain't that genealogy, Shorsham?
Exactly.
Boy, I love when me and my brother get together, boy. I love when me and my brother get together, boy, because them swords and that sharpening up of them swords be flowing back and forth, boy. Because like my brother just said, if you got to seek out the house of your father, that's genealogy. But he just told you, Paul said, look, not the Lord, Paul said, don't get caught up in it. But did the Lord tell Paul that? No. Just like what Paul say, it's good for a man not to get married. I say, but not the Lord. And then he come back and say, but the Lord say, get married that you don't burn. So Paul was giving you advice of his own wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is nothing wrong with that. Just like if you ask me, brother, how to be with a woman for a long time and do right by her, I'm going to give you my advice. And then I'm going to say, but let me show you what the Lord say, brother. That's not my opinion, but based on the scriptures. That's all Paul was doing.
Right.
Vocab Malone.
Paul gave a lot of opinion on how he felt because of what was going on during that time period when he was there. That's another thing a lot of people understand. He was going based off what was happening. Okay? And time periods change. Everything don't stay the same. So because of what he said then, telling them don't worry about the genealogy too much then, because most of them already knew the tribes. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, we do need to be aware of the genealogy. But back then, they knew what tribe he was from.
I got a good one for you, Shorsham. When the Lord come back, my brother, is he not going to tell us what tribe we come from in our father's house?
Yes, he is.
And that's genealogy.
Because if you don't know what tribe you from, how you know what gate you walking through?
Well, I love
your gate is important, brother.
Talk that talk, man. And Shorsham did a lesson.
The most important thing you have, knowing your gate.
And my
when you walk into the kingdom.
Right. And my brother did a lesson about the 144,000 tribe of Dan and about the gates of the nation of Israel, and broke down Genesis 49 and showed you, even in Ezekiel and Revelations 21. What do it say? 12 gates. And guess what? You are going to go through one of those gates and you're going to know your father's house, your genealogy. It's just simple. Christ has a genealogy in the book of Luke. Why did it deal with genealogy if in the New Testament we shouldn't deal with genealogy? Vocab, your points are weak, brother. Oh, I'm sorry. You're not my brother. You are agent provocateur.
All you gotta ask Vocab is, well, if you saying that, then what gate you walking through? Tell me.
Yep. What gate you
Because it's a guard near every gate, and you can't enter that gate unless your name is one of the 12 tribes of Israel. So what gate is you counting for?
What gate, Vocab?
How you getting there?
Oh, there's not a Christian gate, Vocab. It don't say Christianity or theology or theologian. There's not a gate for Christians.
Because the Messiah said what? Those that's trying to come in another way, or what?
Robbers and thieves.
Exactly. And what we see here is they trying to come in another way.
And Short Sham is by Jesus.
Exactly.
But I think that's a good question. And I think if we're going to be consistent across the board, then we need to be consistent everywhere, including the Jews who really never left the land. They stayed in Israel or the surrounding regions like Persia and Babylon as well.
All right. All right. You could drop down now, brother, because we're getting ready to end the show and have these two brothers close out. But I want to bring on my last two guests.
Hey, fellas, good debate.
Peace, brother. Thank you. Orthodox Moore. Where's Orthodox Moore at? Orthodox Moore, you are on the call. What's up, brother?
Peace to the panel. Peace to the chat.
I want to first say to you, Orthodox Moore, I heard some great things about you as far as teaching the Moors. I would love to do a show with you if you don't mind. Maybe something where you can bring in some teachings on the Moors for Black History Month. I would love to do that with you. And if you can pull together a nice presentation. Shout out to my brother Elder Yara, who spoke highly of you, brother. That's all I wanted to let you know.
Shout out to Yara. I appreciate that. Two quick questions for both debaters. One for Vocab real quick. Vocab, you were talking about that you don't believe the Jewish population in West Africa story based upon the fact that they don't have a paper trail. And so I was curious to understand what paper trail do they need to have based upon your own criteria? And on the second part to that, why doesn't the West African literature based upon the Tariq al-Fatash and Tariq al-Sudan that Zion Lexx brought up in his debate, why doesn't that qualify?
You need Torah scrolls in Hebrew. That's why.
This guy's crazy. I'm out.
Short Sham, you heard that?
Yeah, man. This, like I said, man. This nigga is crazy. Like I said, bro, it's a lot of games with him, bro. Just, like I said, man, he's a waste of time. I wouldn't even waste my breath with him. That's what I said, bro. It's like talk. It's like to me when I look at vocab wrong, it's like what the Messiah said: "Don't cast your pearls to swine, bro." I look at him as swine.
Yeah, brother. This is crazy. He told Zion Lexx, a natural born Hebrew Israelite, in order for him to do what he need to do to prove his points, he needs scrolls. This heathen got some nerves, boy. But let's go ahead and listen to a little bit more, bro.
This guy's crazy.
Everywhere Jews go, they got their books and they're in Hebrew.
Yeah. Got you. So Zion Lexx, real quick.
Can I respond to that?
You got it.
Thank you, brother. So just so you know, that was so silly of him because you don't have European Torah scrolls before the Khazar conversion. Yet Europeans posit that they're on the world scene before it, and therefore they're also not the Khazars. Vocab Malone literally said, without a Torah scroll, a Hebrew Torah scroll, you are not an Israelite. How silly is that? So this is what I mean. It should be clear that I'm literally. I don't speak when you're speaking, by the way. You have
I
no
don't lie on
control
you,
over
though, so you
yourself.
don't need to.
It doesn't matter. You clearly have no control. And I see why. You're losing. The poll is telling you losing. You're upset. You and your feelings. You don't know what to do except to personally attack me. Notice that I can answer a question without prefacing the question by mentioning your name and just answering the question. Every single question asked to you tonight, you needed to preface my name and bring my name up, but more importantly, in a disparaging way. Yet you're a Christian. Your joke is what you are. They say that you're an apologist. I just want to say that you're sorry at being a scholar. So
I agree.
I love my people, boy. Y'all some of the smoothest, slick talking, know how to jab it, uppercut, and make that heathen feel small without cursing and talking crazy. Zion got a smile on his face. He told him you an apology, but you're sorry. At scholarship. I love it. You gotta love Israel, boy. I don't care how crazy we are. We about to get it together one day, though, boy. I love my people, man. Woo! That was beautiful, boy. Sham, let's go ahead and let Zion bust him in his head again.
Let me address the brother now. So to answer your question, brother, I'm sure you know that is entirely silly. Not having a Torah scroll in Hebrew does not invalidate that someone is an Israelite. There are several communities of Jews that did not have that went without a Torah scroll or a synagogue for hundreds of years, yet they're still validated as Jews. Even Vocab Malone will tell you they're the Jews. But we don't have Torah scrolls in Hebrew, so we're not the Jews. That's so silly. That's like saying the remnants of the people of Kemet that we can find in the Congo region today, that we can find in parts of West Africa, they're not actually from Kemet because they don't have the Runu, Pert, and Heru in the Medu Neter. You see how silly and stupid that is? I promise you, saw that. The next debate, I need a qualified person.
Talk that talk.
Go ahead, good brother.
Talk that talk.
Go ahead.
That's the second question.
Yeah, so my second question is to Brother Zion Lexx. So you were saying, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you said that Vocab was asking about DNA going back to Abraham, and you said we don't have Abraham's DNA, but we have DNA of his descendants, and that you trace your DNA back to them or whatnot. Yes. So just to clarify for the people, what is your haplogroup, and what was this group of descendants that your haplogroup goes back to?
All right, so my haplogroup that I shared is on my YouTube page. It'd be too lengthy for me to go into all of that diatribe at the moment, but I shared it on my YouTube page. I have, when I did my official DNA, I brought the entire study. I showed my connection to the Lemba in South Africa. I showed my connection to Ethiopian Jewry. I even showed my connection to Yemenite Jews. That's all on my YouTube channel right now. The video is entitled "An Israelite Does His DNA." You can type in "An Israelite Does His DNA," Zion Lexx. To get into the argument of me talking about my haplogroup, there's a time and place for that, but I'd rather just refer you to the video as my response.
You need to let me throw that up, Zion.
Oh, you can. You absolutely can. You know, any video of mine, you know, you can grab, brother. We got that mutual respect. So yeah.
All right, gotcha.
I appreciate y'all for the time and for your answers.
All right, thank you, brother. All right, last one. We're going to Sun Chow in the building. Sun Chow, you're the last one, and then we're gonna have these two great brothers close us out. Great debate from both of them. Let's go, Sun Chow.
Thank you for allowing me in, brother Senator. Question for
Sun Chow. Can't see you.
Yeah.
There you go. Go ahead.
Yeah, question for both of you. In so much as the Israelites of the past committed genocide in order to conquer the land of Israel, and we see that going on today in Gaza, the genocide that's going on there, in so much as even Netanyahu making reference to the Amalekites, why isn't it not fair to consider, though, and neither of you consider those Jews there today as the real Israelites, but based on the genocide of today, being similar to the genocide of the past, why would you not consider them the biblical Israelites of today based on their behavior?
I'm not sure in the question, so maybe Vocab could answer your question. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I found one logical fallacy in the question.
Hey,
If one group commits genocide and then another group commits genocide, it doesn't entail they're the same.
Go ahead, Sham.
Yeah, he lost in his question because
Yeah, he
The
is,
scripture
man.
says the scripture says when the real Jews is in their land, the world will know war no more. They
Indeed.
going to war in the Holy Land right there. So that clearly tell you they're not the real people. He cut us stuff by not knowing the scriptures.
Right. That is true, brother. Cause he threw me out with the question too, because like you just said, Sham, the world gonna be at peace when we return back home.
Exactly.
It won't be war no more. Everybody gonna turn their plowshares into pruning hooks, and weapons of war gonna be destroyed. It's gonna take like 7 months to destroy the weapons because we will be back.
Hmm.
So I don't understand. And then why would he say, well, why they can't be the biblical Israelite based on behavior from back in the day? And I'm just being real, y'all. I don't ever remember when Israelites practiced genocide. Like, we was hard-headed. We went to, tried to go to war with each other and even went to war with each other, Benjamin and the rest of the tribes. When Benjamin was participating in, homosexuality. But
Hmm.
the genocide part he talking about, because this what he doing. He's saying why they can't be the Jews, because what the Israelites did back in the day is what these people doing today. So why these white Jews can't be the people, because they did it genocide back in the day like they doing today. Brother, I don't ever remember Israel practicing genocide on their own people.
I think what,
Help me out,
I
bro.
think I think what he's referring to is when we killed the Canaanites off the land.
Oh, okay, but Short Stam in Psalms 105, and let me ask you this, brother, based on Hebrew that you know. If the Bible say, this is your lot, I have given you the land of Canaan for your lot. That means they had to throw something down and it landed on the people that it belonged to, right?
Right.
What would that be in Hebrew? And not the Greek translation. Like if you was reading that scripture in Hebrew about the lot and the inheritance that fell to Jacob was the land of Canaan, how did it become Canaan land, brother? If it fell to Jacob by lot.
Well, it don't become this Canaan land. Canaan stole it. So
Thank
they
you.
was a thief.
He
They
don't
was a
know.
thief.
He don't know that.
So once you steal, scripture tell you can't remove your neighbor landmark, stuff like that. You feel me? And that's pretty much what Canaan did. They removed the landmark from Shem that was left, that was given to Israel.
Right. Right. They stole the land, family. So that's why I was asking my brother that. Canaan stole Shem's inheritance, his lot. So when the Bible say we took the land from Canaan, the Most High would never let you take another man's inheritance, but he let us take it from Canaan. You got to ask yourself why. Because Canaan did not go to his inheritance after the flood. He went to Shem's inheritance, which was Lebanon. And this is,
Hmm.
you read Isaiah 35, you say he's going to make the wilderness like Lebanon and Carmel and Bashan. So Canaan stole our inheritance and we took it back. It was not called the land of Canaan. It was called that land Canaan after Canaan stole it. But at first, it was not called the land of Canaan. It was called the land of promise. Right, Sham? The land of promise, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Here we go.
Group. So there's a logical fallacy even in the question, even if I were to grant that what you're saying is now happening in Israel, genocide. If we were to grant that, it doesn't equal genocide back then, genocide now. And in fact, I would say both instances that you're saying are genocide are miscategorized. So under what happened during the Canaanite conquest of Joshua, that was judgment by God.
See, I
So
told you.
God is
I
allowed
told
to
you
judge. In fact,
that's
it's
what
his
he was talking about. I told you that's what he was talking about, the Canaanite, when we went and took over the Canaanite. See how he referred right to it?
Right, right. Facts.
Because he's calling it genocide, because he in his mind, he thinking, because they calling us we the children of Canaan. So he don't understand the Bible. He confused.
Yeah, he is, brother. You're right, Sham. He confused.
prerogative, and it's even, you might say, his duty according to his holy nature. God judged Adam and Eve for disobedience. That's why we need a savior, by the way. God judged the world when it was wicked with the flood. That's why there had to be a way of escape that God essentially himself provided from his own judgment. And God gave the people in the land their time. He gave them over 400 years. Because when he gave the Abrahamic promise, he said, you're going to get in there, but first these Amorites got to fill up the iniquity. And they certainly did. So if you study the history of the Canaanites in that region, very wicked indeed. But I bring a few things to your attention, maybe one in particular, so I don't go too long here, is that those who aligned themselves with Israel's God were spared the judgment. So if it was a true genocide and you're just killing anybody because it's an ethnic thing and not based upon righteousness, holiness, and wickedness, which that was the real thing going on, then you wouldn't save anyone. But they did, specifically Rahab, a harlot who was not an Israelite, who aligned herself with Israel's God and was spared as well as her family. And so I bring that to your attention. I think that's important to understand. So it's incorrect to call it a genocide, but it is God's judgment by.
Let me say this, family. Anything that comes out of Israel's mouth, listen again. Anything that comes out of our mouth, if a person say, when your God bring you, spare me and my family, and they say, we will spare you, they have to stand on that. If they
And not only that,
nothing, she would have been judged with her family. That's what I make. But because
right.
they said, okay, we will spare your family.
Right.
They heard that. They had to stand on that. But they didn't have to tell her there. They could have told her no.
That's what I was about to say, K. Judith. Not only that, she was a traitor to her own people, for one. for two, for one, she was a traitor to her own people. That's first thing first. She was a traitor to her own people.
Mm-hmm.
For two, once you make a agreement with somebody or a covenant, you ain't in Israel law, you cannot break it.
Cannot break it.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what happened. They didn't break that what they told her. They said, all right, we'll let you live, but that don't mean we ain't gonna kill your people. They still killed the people.
Still kept the people.
On that. So and the scripture says, you know, the Israel will show you mercy when you be kind to Israel.
That's right. Facts. Facts, brother.
So she said, you know what? I'm gonna help y'all out where y'all don't get killed. I'm gonna be kind for y'all if y'all show me mercy. They made an agreement, covenant, booyahs. They can't break it. That's why that happened. He making it like, oh, she wanted to serve the God of Israel.
Thank you.
So that's why she died. That ain't true.
Me and my brother I'm telling you, me and my brother our minds. The way it's working, family, is that I don't even have to say it. Sham already know where I'm going, because we find this in the book of Joshua. When the Gibeonites came to the Israelites, and they act like their clothes was molded, and the bread and the food was molded, and the clothes was raggedy, and they had old bottles of wine. They lied to Israel. But what did Joshua say? They made a covenant with them people, and they could not break that covenant. So once they found out they lied, it had already come out of their mouth, and they had to stand on it, family. But he making it seem like Rahab, didn't get judged because of the Most High is a God to where she did something righteous and God didn't judge her. No, they still went in there and killed the people, but they told her we was going to spare you. But God still let them kill our people. So what is he talking about?
To me, it sounds like he coming up with doctrines and philosophy because he's trying to find a way to save himself. Because we know he's a Gentile.
Facts. And that's what hurt him so bad, y'all. Because this man know he's not a blood descendant of Israel. He know that the covenant is with Israel. He know that Israel is going to be saved, but he try to go around those scriptures to keep going to the New Testament and saying that when Christ died, now it's just an open gate for all. But if that was the case, why you cannot boast against the natural branch? And that's in the New Testament. Where's your gate
exactly
in New Jerusalem? When Yahshua say all that have devoured you should be devoured. Every one of your adversaries should go into captivity. But he don't want to read those scriptures, though. We have adversaries and we have people that have devoured us. What is he talking about? What is he talking about?
The hand of the Israelites, which is a righteous thing to do as they're directly commanded by Yahweh himself. So that'd be my answer. I don't know if Zion wants to respond to that as well.
Zion, you need clarification or you good?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, so thank y'all, man. I appreciate that. But we got one more question. The brother paid $5 for this question. Here you go. Minister Meach, he paid the $5 question for you. You, Zion, and you, Vocab. Question for Zion and Vocab. All right. Does the actual African Americans fulfill the curse of Canaan?
Yes.
Vocab.
I need him to find better what he meant.
Wait.
Right, okay.
I'm not reading it full as I'm trying to respond.
Yeah,
It says, does the actual African American fulfill the curse of Canaan? So
Yeah.
no. The curse of Canaan contextually had to do with the son of Noah and how he would be made to be a slave to his brothers. Now, using the Bible's table of genealogy, Canaan is a relative to both Egypt as well as Ethiopia, who were considered in the Bible his brothers. And historically, we know for a fact that the land of Canaan was a vassal state to both Nubians and Egyptians. And so that curse of Canaan in the biblical context would not apply to an African American. I actually thought when I saw curses of, I thought he was talking about the Deuteronomy 28. But when I saw Canaan at the end, no. So again, the curse of Canaan is relative to understanding the context between Canaan, the Egyptians, and the Ethiopians, and the neighboring and surrounding tribes, of which historically we know for a fact the Canaanites were subservient to and a vassal state to both the Egyptians at times in history, more times in history than anybody else, and even the Nubians. So that was, a person could say that they disagree with the Bible, but that biblical statement became a historical reality because Canaan was certainly a vassal state to Egypt and Nubia.
I just want to say this before we close out. This makes so much sense also because who was the children of Canaan? The Amorites, the Girgashites, the Hivites. These are the same people that the Most High told us do not make marriages with them, destroy everything. Why did he tell us to do this? Because their father Canaan went into Shem's lot, changed the name of the land to Canaan, did not go into his inheritance, which was south, but he went to Shem's lot. This is the problem when people say, well, God allowed y'all to take another man's land. No, he did. He allowed us to take that which was stolen from us because it was the lot of our inheritance. After the flood, they cast lots, and Shem, Ham, and Japheth received their inheritance, and Canaan did not go to his inheritance. He went to Shem's inheritance. And this is why you find the Girgashites, the Amorites, the Hivites in the land of Canaan at the time when Yah was bringing us out of the land of Egypt. That was not their territory. It belonged to us. So don't let nobody tell you, well, your God let you steal people land. No, he did not. He let us take back which was stolen from us.
And one other thing to add is that, the curse there in Genesis 9, it falls on Canaan himself, but not really on not on Ham's other children. So, Ham's other children, they settle in North Africa, according to the text, according to the biblical account, Genesis 10 and whatnot. So it doesn't fall on them. But I ultimately think that this is sort of fulfilled, for lack of a better word, when God did use Israelites to judge the Canaanites. And so I think it's, my understanding is sort of something that's basically done with at that point. So not relevant in the modern era in any meaningful way.
All right, so family, we getting ready to let these two brothers close out. I just want to remind y'all, be ready for next Friday coming up. We got Elder Yara getting in the ring with Edward Dodge. All right, an author, powerful author right here. So y'all better be.
All right, family. I want to thank y'all for coming out, family. I had to do this. It just goes to show you that we have a lot of work to do. I'm with my brother Sham. Like, I don't go around just looking for like videos to where I could just fight Israelites all day. I ran across on there the video because I'm not gonna lie, he have a lot of people on there. they bringing forth a lot of information. And when I saw Vocab Malone, I had to click on it, and I watched the whole video. It's 3 hours and 30 minutes. I watched the whole thing, and Vocab Malone could not control his emotions because he ran across a brother by the name of Lexx, who is no slouch when it comes to information and understanding and wisdom and knowledge. And Vocab could not do to Zion what he liked to do to newly awakened Israelites. You know, try to throw all his history on them and run into scriptures and try to pull one-line scriptures like they're neither Jew nor Greek and run into Ephesians and thinking he got one up on Israel. But if somebody really understand the book, all you have to do is just go back to who he made the covenant with. Go to Amos 3:1. You only have I known. See, statements like that let you know. If he say you only have I known, you are still the only people he know. That does not mean they can't serve him and have faith in Yahshua. That just means you are still his first love. You are the ones about to receive the kingdom, and the people are going to grab you. 10 people should grab the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that God is with you. But I thought God was with everybody. I thought God is with all nations. Sham, if they're going to grab the skirt of him that is a Jew, because they heard that God is with us, but I thought God is with everybody, Sham. Why are they grabbing our skirts, brother?
Exactly. See, because they're gonna know that them other nations have idols with them. It has no life in it. That's why.
That's right. So anything you want to say?
Have 11 power.
Hey, thank you for coming up here too, Sham, brother. I love swinging it, you know, doing these lives with you, these open mic lives. I know I did it early in the morning, but I'm glad you was up, brother. Come and chop it up with me though. But any closing words, brother?
Yeah, man. This was an excellent live. I'm telling you, I enjoyed myself, even though I'm still a little more sick, getting better. But thank you for the invite. So, you know,
always, my brother, always.
Excellent source, man.
Yeah, family. But me and my brother just want to come up here and edify our people. Let our people know you don't have nothing to be discouraged about. Stop listening to people trying to debate you on your nationality. Everybody have one, but when it comes to yours, you can't claim it. It doesn't matter anymore. Slavery was a long time ago, but they still remember 9/11. They still remember the Jewish Holocaust. They still remember all the atrocities that happened to other people. But when it comes to you, why are you talking about that? Why you won't forget that? That was a long time ago. Let's just move on. Even when it comes to Yahshua, they created a lie, but not since we know the truth. They mad because we know the truth, but they won't take down the lie. I still see white Jesus, but his color doesn't matter. But white Jesus still hanging up, but his color doesn't matter. Y'all see the stuff they try to pull like we stupid or something? Color don't matter, but they still haven't took down white Jesus yet. He's still in the churches. He's still in your movies. He's still on your commercials. If color don't matter, why even put a picture up of a white Jesus? Because it was about supremacy, power, wanted to be worshiped and praised as a people that they are not. With white Jesus come what? People thinking that white people are God. That God is white. The angels are white.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
So that's why they did it, families, to make you subservient to them. And we know that the Bible say the servant is on the horse and the one that's supposed to be on the horse is walking. Talking about you, Israel. You are a prince. And our sisters are the princesses. We are gods. We was never supposed to be servants to anyone. But like he just told you in Zephaniah 3 and verse 19, what did he say? I'm about to get you fame and a name and praise in all the places where you've been put to shame. And that day is coming real fast, family. Big salute to everybody in the chat. Many blessings to the Israelite nation as a whole. I pray for my people. I bid you Godspeed. And me and my brother Sham want to say big salute, family. We say big salute.
tryna ask for it. It's not about me or my pride. I'm just tryna abandon it. Can't take a risk. Hands and knees shaking, voice nearly breaking, calling out your name. You know my heart and it's tearing me apart. I just hope you understand. Gotta fight myself each and every day. I keep getting in my own way. So if I fall before I'm taken, will you pick me up and tell me you gon' make it out? Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. Father, can you please forgive me? I ain't been my best. Father, please forgive me. Abba, can you heal my spirit? I'm in need of it. I know that I'm scandalous, handle that's been hurting you, still I'm blessed. Time for strength. I'm done looking back, that's my old ways. I'll be moving on like a drag race. Take my hand, show me where the pathway. Fight myself each and every day. I keep getting in my own way. So if I fall before I'm taken, will you pick me up and tell me you gon' make it out? Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. You gon' make it out. You gon' make it out. Yeah, you gon' make it out. Father, can you please forgive me? You gon' make it out. Can you heal my spirit? I'm in need. You gon' make it out. 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 You gon' make it out.
And let me say this to Vocab Malone. Know your place. You don't speak on our oracles. It wasn't given to you. Matter of fact, we don't even hear you. We don't listen to you. You try to run around debating Israelites. You have no dog in this fight. Go enjoy your life and be with your people for the time being. Because you better go read Isaiah chapter 14. I will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. Hold up, man. What you doing, God? Why are you still choosing Israel? I thought you was the God of everybody. Even though all people come of Adam, what did you say? And the people you have chosen. Did not you say you made this people for yourself? Did not you call this people the apple of your eye? Did not you call this people your fervent lover? Did not you call this nation your wife? You don't have multiple wives. You have one wife. And her name is Israel. Your sons and your daughters have you chosen, and they should bring forth your praise. Vocab Malone can't bring forth your praise. Heathen preachers can't bring forth your praise. You said that we are the salt of the earth. You didn't say everybody was the salt of the earth. You called us your sheep. You died for those who was under the curse. Who was under the law of animal sacrifice, which the animals could never take away sins? Israel. We was under the curse, family. Not all the world was under the curse. If they under a curse, why are they prospering? Why they have an inheritance? Why they have culture? Why they know their father's house? And this another thing. We don't supposed to deal with genealogy, but when other nationalities come from their country to here, we ask them where they come from and they tell us their father's house. I'm 5th generation this. My mother and father was this. Oh, I go back to Germany. I go back to Poland. I go back to Russia. My father and my mother, they deal with their genealogy, but when it come to us to trace back our lineage, we shouldn't deal with genealogy. Paul say don't deal with it, but they don't tell nobody else not to deal with theirs. All people can only love themselves, but we must love everybody. Even people that are not even worthy of our love nor respect us, but we should still show compassion and love, because that's what God would do. So if that is something God would do, why nations don't do it to us? If they are God like and Christian like, why they do not show us any love? Christian, anthropologists. The point that I'm making, family, is that you are his people, and you can teach his people, and you can teach the world. They cannot teach you anything. And this is why when heathens start channels, Israelites run to those heathens' channels and say, oh, thank you so much, heathen. Thank you so much for telling us we Israel. But your brothers and sisters been telling you Israel for over 20, 30, 40, 50 years, but you don't support them, but you got the audacity to go and support a heathen and thank him for telling you something you already knew, because your brother's been telling you forever. But it just don't sound right if it's not coming from a heathen. It just can't be the truth if it's not coming from the heathen. He have to say it first, and then we will believe it once the heathen said. But Israel saying it, oh, he don't know what he talking about. That nigga just talking. So in the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, thank y'all for coming to the Lion's Den with the CUC family and the FOPE family and all the beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. I'm here to encourage you, Israel, because I can't just tell you what you have done wrong. I must also apply the encouragement. I can't just tell you about curses all day. I must also show you the way out of the curses. That is called love. And if I genuinely love you, that means I should genuinely teach you the truth. If I have compassion for you, I must genuinely, with that compassion and love, tell you the truth. That is real love. I don't want to lie to you, so I tell you the truth. That's love, family. Let's get it. And if you did not know, if you see the screen right now, my name is K. Judah Show. And I am Mr. Michael Jackson Bad when it comes to swinging his sword. Shalom, family.